today I decided to do a new painting. It was a quick idea I had that I didn't go into much planning for. Recently I've been doing a bit of work on the side for a local support group for sufferers of OCD, and what with myself having had OCD tendencies and there being a member of my family who suffers from it, it's a condition that's quite close to home for me. So I've been helping by making their private support website, and I decided to do this painting for them this evening. It's just an idea that popped into my head. As you can see now, I started off with these stones, this kind of crazy paving idea, because I know that there are sufferers out there who can't walk on the cracks. They find it difficult to do so, and that's what I decided I wanted my background to be. I basically started to get OCD tendencies when I hit my teen years, and I had obsessive thoughts and compulsions to do with contamination. So I was constantly washing my hands, constantly fearful of contaminating people. But it's something that I have learnt to control, basically. I know that it gets worse when I'm depressed, so if I'm having a tough time, but I also know how to fight it off a bit more than I used to, and I think, to be honest, it's under very good control for me. But I know that for many other sufferers out there, it isn't under control, and it is so hard to control, and there isn't enough support out there. There isn't enough understanding for sufferers of OCD. I don't think people realise how debilitating it can be. So I started this painting off just to go with the support work that I'd been doing. So I did the crazy paving to show the cracks, but they turned more into rocks, to be honest. And it was this idea of this world crumbling down on you feeling.
Day one, start over again. Step one, I'm barely making sense, just yet I'm faking it, till I'm pseudo making it from scratch begin again. This time not as sweet.
So this is the point where I decided to put in the main feature for the foreground, which is the main idea that I'd already had. You can't really see it very well here, but it's a tap. And I know that most of you will be going, what on earth? But not only does the tap have to do with contamination and that sort of idea of OCD, but it's the way that a good kind of analogy to use to explain OCD to other people. OCD is like a constant tap dripping constantly that you can't turn off. Just drip, drip, drip. And those are those constant thoughts that you can't get rid of, those obsessions and those compulsions that you can't get rid of. It's the idea that, you know, water is, although rock is strong, water is more powerful and it can break down the rocks. And, you know, it's the idea of the OCD, you know, and this idea of the heavy weight of the world. They're fighting against each other, basically. So I stuck with the grey background and kept it all very plain, but I wanted the lettering to stand out, the foam letters in red, kind of shouting at you, going, OCD, this is something that we suffer from.